The 12 Hours of Sebring is a very iconic endurance race, not just within North America, but across the world. In fact, it is a part of the Triple Crown of endurance racing, which also happens to include Daytona and Le Mans. Sebring is considered to be one of the most difficult sports car races to complete, and over the years, it has proven to be a thrilling race every time it's held. Some motorsport enthusiasts out there, including myself, claim that Sebring is North America's greatest endurance motor race in history. But is it really, and why is it considered to be the best? Well, in this video, I'll break down those details as to why I think the 12 Hours of Sebring is indeed the greatest endurance race to ever exist in North America. For decades, there has been disagreements over the title of the best endurance race in North America. Some say Sebring or the Rolex 24 at Daytona, or even Motul Petit Le Mans, which takes place at Road Atlanta. And to me, all the candidates are incredible races that have existed over the years. But did you know that out of all the big endurance races in North America, the 12 Hours of Sebring is the oldest and most historic of them all? The fact is, Sebring is the United States of America's oldest sports car endurance race that still exists today. Where events like Petit Le Mans, for example, were established in 1998 by Don Panoz, where Daytona's first 24-hour distance race happened in 1966, the first 12 Hours of Sebring took place 14 years before Daytona's in 1952, with Fraser Nash taking the first win of the 12-hour duration. The now iconic Sebring circuit was built on top of the old Hendricks Army Airfield, which was predominantly used in World War II. And in fact, that old airfield's DNA is still literally ingrained in the track itself. And that ties into another extremely important factor, which makes the 12 Hours of Sebring potentially the best North American endurance race, and this has to do with the track surface itself. The concrete landing fields from that old Air Force base are still in fact being used today, as the cars drive on them on multiple points throughout the track. And that's one of the reasons why this circuit and race is so amazing. And ultimately, the bumpy and uneven surface make the track extremely challenging to master, especially for 12 hours straight. Because of the track surface at Sebring, it is truly the ultimate test of reliability and performance, which is why a lot of teams come to the circuit for testing. Partly due to some of those factors I mentioned, the 12 Hours of Sebring also used to be a great way for teams to prepare for the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which of course would take place a few months later in June. And some have even said that if you can survive the 12 Hours of Sebring, you can survive any sports car endurance race. Ultimately, no matter the distance, Sebring is and always will be one of the most challenging races in the world. And it's a testament to why so many brands, teams, and drivers want to win this event overall. 2019 Sebring 12-hour winner Felipe Nasr, who currently drives for Porsche Penske Motorsport in IMSA, had this to say about the iconic event when asked by Porsche. His words are as follows: "Sebring is unique. It's a rough racetrack because that place has no mercy for the race car. It puts you on edge, really puts the driver physically on the edge as well. It's a long track too. It has all kinds of corners, turn 1 being pretty fast and bumpy, and then you have all the middle sector of the track. I think it's a very classic race in America. It's the personality of the track, it's the personality of the place, the fans that attend the track, and the race starts during the day and finishes at night, and the nighttime always brings more action, because it gets harder for everybody to stay on the track, and to be fighting for the overall win." Ever since the first event in 1952, for over 73 years, many legendary car manufacturers, teams, and drivers have taken victory here at Sebring. From Ferrari to Peugeot, then from Nissan to Cadillac, many constructors have ultimately taken success here on multiple occasions. But of course, no one has won here more than Porsche, as the German constructor has so far taken 18 overall victories here. When it comes to the drivers, there are many famous names from the world of motorsports that have won here in the past, like Mario Andretti, AJ Foyt, Pipo Derani, Ken Miles, and more. But the racer that has truly earned the title of mastering the bumps is Mr. Le Mans himself, Tom Christensen, who holds the record of 6 overall victories at Sebring. Now, to be clear, it's not just about the event itself, the track, and the history behind it that makes the 12 Hours of Sebring so special, because it's also about the thrilling action that is displayed each time we visit. From a fan's perspective, over the years, my favorite IMSA event of the year has always been Sebring. In my opinion, it is the most competitive and intense endurance race in IMSA right now. And that's honestly because the event could literally be decided on the final lap of the race. During the daytime hours, the action is amazing, but essentially when the sun goes down, there is nothing quite like night racing at the 12 Hours of Sebring, as honestly, at times, the endurance racing element is completely eliminated, and it becomes a sprint race to the finish. In the last 2 years alone, the fact is, on both occasions, the overall win of a 12-hour race wasn't even decided within the final 20 minutes, which therefore contributed to the action being extraordinary to witness. Then, some years before that, a perfect example of how close things are at the 12 Hours of Sebring was during the 2007 event in the GT2 class, while during a battle for the win, there was almost a photo finish between Ferrari and Porsche, which eventually resulted in Ferrari taking the win with the number 62 Risi Competizione entry. So, Sebring is definitely a special event. It's iconic, competitive, rewarding, and arguably it is the most challenging endurance race in North America to complete, and it provides the ultimate test ahead of other big events, like the 24 Hours of Le Mans, for example. To me, there are so many great sports car endurance races in North America, but I believe that the Mobil 1 12 Hours of Sebring is indeed the best of them all. Now, I'm not saying for a fact that this is the best endurance race in North America, as that's just my opinion, and there are many other iconic events out there. But I'm interested to know, to you, is Sebring the greatest endurance race in North America? Or is it the Rolex 24 Daytona, Motul Petit Le Mans, or another classic sports car race out there? Well, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like endurance racing, definitely subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I'm releasing videos on a weekly basis regarding the WEC, IMSA, Intercontinental GT, and much more. To watch more content now, check out these suggested videos I've put on screen. For now though, that's all from me. Thanks for watching.